holidays, and I wish you a very happy new year for 2023. Maybe you're watching this after I'll say the Christmas break holidays or the winter holidays. And that's okay. This will definitely be relevant as this will be a channeled healing session for 2023. Healing out, transforming the old patterns, getting us into more and more of alignment in who we are, and being that manifester, stepping in our power of manifesting the life that we desire. So it's a very exciting time. And I'm going to be pulling these messages, or I should say, hold on, I need water. I will be channeling these messages using cards. There's 3 cards that wanted to come out from my Earth Warriors Oracle card deck. So I'm going to be going over those, and there will be some messages that I will be reading from the book. I'll first look at the picture, see what channels through, and then go to the book, and the vibration of the words will create a healing. And usually at the end of each of the, I guess, the write-ups, which is part of the healing, then there's this deeper healing ritual to help to ground it in on a beautiful cellular level. And then healing continues to happen after the process. And you can listen to this video many times to get within the energy of alignment and helping to heal, dislodge the energy, the patterns, the emotions associated with all of that, with the thoughts, having all of that beautifully transform and heal. So 3 cards wanted to come out. I have my glasses. So the first one, so I had pulled the cards before, and then Chewy wanted in, and my battery was running low, and I couldn't find my glasses. So I had already pulled these 3 cards, so I needed to do a separate video for it. All right, so the first card is number 12, and I'm going to pronounce it in the way that feels right for me, okay? So Amuata, Sage of Higher Knowledge. Beautiful. So you can see the beautiful white light shining through, coming down onto that Earth Warrior, and all the beautiful light wrapping around their energy. And that beautiful white light is high vibrational, pure energy that is streaming through at an intensity we have never felt before. We have never even felt this high of vibration of an energy before. It's like crystalline, absolute purity. It's beautiful. And so that has been coming through, and it is intensely coming through along with not only alignment, creating more alignment physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, but it is the ignition of your true knowledge, your knowledge that you can receive from your higher self, and that you can also download and channel from angels and guides and ancestors and, you know, different cool spiritual energy that can connect in and provide you healing or associate you, guide you on a path to receive the healing on this earth plane in any number of ways, right? So that energy, you see that there is the owl, and the owl is a message of wisdom. So you have the opportunity, I will say, to make incredibly wise decisions as you connect in with your higher self and trust in those beautiful messages and be in alignment and feel like you're in your power when you're making decisions, not making decisions when you're in a place of fear or anxiety or anxiousness. We need to be within our power to trust in our decisions moving forward, making sure that they are grounded and they are coming from our heart. So sometimes you need to step away from the situation to be able to get more surety of where you are and where you want to go. Okay, so that energy, when we also think about an owl, you think about how it can swivel almost, you would think it looks like almost all the way around, but not quite. But that is having clear sight of not only your surroundings physically, but sight. It's more of an energetic sight and being able to see the authenticity of what is around you. Communicating moving forward, it's really important for us to have authenticity in all of our relationships. So whether you're in a job where relationship development is essential, it's we need to do things maybe in a different way than what you have done, or maybe you have been doing it this way and this will be beautiful confirmation for you. But it's communicating with as much raw authenticity as you can, and as is a professional enough for the experience of your interaction. Because, you know, an interaction within a professional setting in comparison to an interaction in a love relationship, there'll be different levels of rawness that could be available to you, right? So making it appropriate to the situation, let's say, but being raw and vulnerable. So in a dating experience, what I've realized is within my relationship, I I had these patterns that would come up. Let me do a little stretch at the same time. I had these little patterns of thought that would come up of, well, I shouldn't message him because I already messaged him and I should wait for him to respond to that message. Yet I would really like to say XYZ to him or send a fun pic. Well, you know what? Go with that inspiration. Where are these fucking rules coming from? And that's about us being raw and vulnerable and taking a risk in that, yeah, maybe they'll find it fucking annoying and how much you want to communicate with them. And then maybe it's not an alignment for you. Don't you want to know if the core of who you are, if you're being totally authentic and the core of who you are pisses them off? Why don't you find that out right away and then find someone that's more in alignment with who you are and embraces who you are? So I just started being more authentic in all of my interactions, and who gives a shit what society might think of what's appropriate. And why put everything on the guy, I'll say. And you know what? Please translate this to being gender neutral, right? So just because I'm using some pronouns, you can adapt that so it feels right for you, okay? This is just the experience that feels right for me. So insert the pronoun that works for you. So yeah, on the dating scene, I would have those thoughts come up, and sometimes I would hesitate. And then I decided, no, fuck, if I feel like connecting with them at a certain time and at a frequency that I'm inspired to, I'm going to do it. But I'm also going to observe, am I getting the energy back that I need? The person who you might have partnership with might not communicate exactly the way you do, and they might not use as many words, right? Or they might use a lot more words than what you do. And one of you might like to show exchange your energy in pictures or videos, or sending gifts or emojis or things like that. And then some people don't really like to communicate using a phone, right? We're all different. And it's about finding a connection with someone where that communication exchange works for you. But you know what? We also have to remember that, and this is whether you are dating or if you're if you are currently in a relationship, I'll say, what works for you in communication and what doesn't work for you for communication. It's really important to voice that so your partner is aware. And you know, sometimes we can not say what we want, what we prefer, what floats our boat, because we might be worried they might think we're too needy or we're asking too much. Or let go of the worry. right? Easier said than done. But if we can release that and just trust that when we're authentic in who we are, if that's an alignment for them and if they are an alignment for us, then it will all flow beautifully. And if the core of who you are is not in alignment with them, then maybe there's another direction you can go, another type of connection that you can create in your life that will be in better alignment. You have to see what works for you. But all of that was meant to come out right now because relationships and finances have all been really like digging up shit. I'm seeing like a cultivator going digging into the soil or a big would it be a digger, seeing a big digger, just pulling up a whole bunch of stuff, turning it over or tossing what you don't want out. And that's what's been happening within us and energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All of that has an opportunity to have been shifting and continuing to shift. So that's the side of the relationship. Raw authenticity is best, and in a way that works for you. You need to listen to you, okay? And if it doesn't feel right or not within a particular relationship at this time, sometimes we need a little bit more time to move forward and to do things a different way. So trust in your process. In regards to finances, what wants to come up is we need to be more in balance with our finances, responsible with our finances in that we can see clearly in what we're doing. So creating budgets, making a plan of where you want to go. So just taking some time, maybe spend time talking to someone that can give you good, responsible financial advice to help create more stability. So we need more groundedness, a little less of too much risky, but the balance of risk, because sometimes we need to take a leap of faith in moving forward in a certain direction of in our life. But we need to feel grounded if we're going to take that leap of faith, and connected to take that leap of faith. And we need to take that leap of faith through our heart. It needs to feel like it's coming from love, and it will create more peace and harmony within your life. Then you move forward. But otherwise, we all need a base where we can feel stable. So what is that for you? Stability is looking very different these days. You might associate having a house and a picket fence and a dog and 2 kids and jobs, and being able to have like a housekeeper, right? Anyways, we can all have different images, but that's just an example of what you might find that's stable. When I had that, I got a life of stability. But maybe stability needs to look a little different. Maybe stability for you is renting, because that's going to create some stability because it's simply a choice that will create the balance that's needed at this time, right? You might want to have, if you could, an even different choice, but it feels right for you. So stability could be having 2 part-time jobs, or stability could be a full-time job, or stability could be a contract for a certain period of time that feels really good for you, that will create the financial balance that you need to create the life of your desires. So that is available to you, and trust that your belief in yourself, and that you can create that balance, that harmony, that stability, and that abundance of living a lifestyle that would fuel your heart, your joy, and gratitude. Focus, moving into that, creating that energy through dance, through movement. Tonight I danced. After dinner, I was listening to iHeartRadio, and I'm pushing my phone here, and I listened to the song Fireworks, Baby You're Fireworks. your work. Come on, sugar, what you worth. Something like that. I'm gonna stop. Don't worry. And I was listening to that and I just started dancing. My son was on the laptop playing a game. And I'm like, do you want to join me? And he took his headphones off for a little bit. He's like, no, I'm good. but it put a smile on his face and then he continued playing. And then I just was dancing to it and just feeling good. And that's one of the acknowledgements is 2023 and actually a big chunk of 2021. So 2021 and 2022, I'll say, has been the journey of my sexual awakening and stepping into my power, owning my sexuality, healing my heart. And I've never felt so sexy in my life. And I wish that upon every single one of you. And it doesn't matter how old you are, and it doesn't matter, I guess, where you are at in your life. It's just about loving yourself, feeling great in your body, feeling beautiful in who you are, loving yourself for who you are, and just feeling it on a cellular, physical level. And that creativity and that joy was just flowing through me while dancing. And there's this woman, Tova. I'm linked to her on Instagram and linked to her on Facebook. She makes these natural products that are beautiful, that smell so good. And then on her videos that she posts, she dances. She looks totally sexy, totally beautiful. You know, she's in her early 50s and she is owning it. And yeah, she looks fabulous and she dances sexy. And she feels good and she wants to inspire other women. And so I see her videos here and there and I'm like, yeah, she's fucking sexy, totally. And it's awesome that she's owning it. And some people might feel uncomfortable watching the videos, or maybe even you might feel uncomfortable within yourself here and there, or maybe some judgment might come up, whether someone's dancing, whether someone's singing, whether someone is ending a relationship. We can have judgments, right? And acknowledging can help them to heal. And when I was dancing, I thought about her and her videos. I'm like, yeah, I didn't even realize it at the time, but she was creating inspiration within me. It was pretty cool. And it was, I don't know, it's just been, I guess watching those videos has been a bit of a tool that has been one of many tools and experiences that I've had over the last year and a half, 2 years. So, yeah, it's beautiful. You can take the time to look back on your journey and see how you've gotten to where you are. And that will help to bring clarity of where you're going. So congratulations too, I want to say. That's a reason to celebrate bringing in 2023 is healing a lot of the old patterns and we've been getting clearer and clearer on what we want, and we've been bringing more abundance into our life in different areas. And things have been flowing our way. You might not have total clarity, but things are flowing your way. You know what? That's a message that needs to come through. I don't even need to go into the book. I've just received confirmation in that. So I'm going to go into the next card. Okay, so this Earth Warrior, number 19, Chicana, time to cross the threshold. Wow. I can feel that actually in my yoni. The energy of that, as I read that, I'm like, wow, that tingles. I can feel the energy of this powerful healing warrior. So the bird energy is on there. I also see two bunnies which represents fertility. So the two bunnies looking at each other, that is the energy of fertility coming through. We also have the symbol of the pyramid and lotus energy within this. There's aspects, there's petals I'm seeing, and an outline representing a flower, representing new birth. And we've come a long way through our patterns. I'm just helping the energy to flow through my throat chakra. It's how I have patterns releasing at the same time. And that's from my heart to my throat. And be open to this healing in your heart and in your throat and in your sacral chakra, and also helping you to ground through your root. Okay, so time to cross the threshold, the new beginnings, new beginnings, the new beginnings that you have been intuitively aligning and bringing that experience into your life, including deeper love connections, or maybe a new connection that you've never experienced before. Shh. Shh, Gracie. Yes, and then also shifts in finances, bringing more light and clarity into how to draw in energy. And the energy of money has been transforming. And there's a lot of people throughout the collective that have a fear with not having enough, with, let's say, a recession that we're heading into or have begun. It's just your thoughts. If the collective is feeling like that's the way we are going, then the energy within certain companies will continue to decrease, which will bring down stocks, which can create a recession. However, we have the ability to transform that energy and have an abundant outlook on life rather than focusing on recession, focusing on things getting tough, and seeing where things are good for you in your life and growing within that energy, and trusting that the financial abundance within your life can adjust in a beautiful way. It doesn't have to be the way that the collective, let's say, has been thinking and feeling and focusing on. You can experience your own beautiful bubble of abundance and flow within your life. So choose your thoughts wisely and just simply notice when thoughts come in that are of, I'll say, the denser, heavier, what you might call more negative energy. So just the denser of energy, maybe associated with lack, with fear, anxiousness, anxiety, whatever your wording is for feeling like and not trusting in the flow. We will get into those moments at times and then simply embrace the emotion, acknowledge it, and then work at changing those thoughts, because you can remind yourself that it's simply your thoughts creating your energy, which is creating your vibration, which is drawing your experience in. Change your thoughts, change your emotions, change your energy, change your experience, change your reality. So that's really important to do at this time. And crossing the threshold is believing in yourself and stepping into this new beginnings. So if you've had really cool experiences and energy and people coming into your life that feel good, that feel right, that feel joyful, that feel abundant, that feel sexy and exciting, that fuels your heart, that ignites your passion, trust that that is an alignment for you. So even if someone else might go, what are you doing? Someone else might not see the potentiality because of what they've experienced and what their fears are. So sometimes we need to make choices that simply feel right for us, despite what might be right for someone else that they want to press upon you as being right for you. But only you can know what's right for you. Okay. Next card. So make choices. That's going to work for you. Okay. And number 13, and excuse my pronunciation, I'm going to say Ixchel, medicine of the rainbow jaguar. Take a look at that image right now. Look at the various elements in that image. Sorry, my shakiness. I just had to move a message away. So take in the rainbow energy representing the chakras that is coming through to you. It's helping you with your clear sight, with drawing in your intuition. It's like a new birth of intuition. It almost looks like it's butterfly energy on the top of the leopard. And then the chakra energy that you can see in the representation of the rainbow. It's also helping you to speak your truth from your heart with love and having the courage to do so and connecting in with your higher self. There's a beautiful light at the throat chakra. This is a new level of rawness and authenticity that is needed in order to develop beautiful relationships. People's bullshit meter is on high now. And more so, it's not really bullshit that the person, so I was going to change my hand on here. It's not bullshit necessarily the person trying to take you for a ride. It could be, right? But it might simply be that the bullshit is that they're just not in alignment with your energy and you're not in alignment with their energy. And so speaking your truth in a gentle way and making choices to surround yourself with people that you connect with from a heart-based situation. Okay. I'm also just going to take in this card a little bit more here. It also looks like on the top of the goddess earth warrior, it's like a butterfly on the top of her head too. So beautiful transformation energy. There's also feathers going all around her headpiece. It's about us taking flight, taking that leap of faith and make a choice, stepping into your power and trust in your decisions and trust in feeling that heart-based energy. And that's where you're driving your decisions from, as well as from your passion, your connectedness, and your overall alignment. And there's pink on here. There's also flowers, beautiful birth. There's one flower right side up and one flower upside down. And when it's upside down, there's also these green leaves at the top with the petals going down. So, you know, some people might think that's abnormal, right? That's not right. Flowers don't grow that way. But for some, that looks like perfection. You know, when I look at it, I see beautiful creative expression. And there's no wrongness to it. It's just a uniqueness. It just is. There's also hummingbird energy in here, taking in the nectar of life and being playful at it, enjoying life, enjoying little moments, but within balance. You know, if we were to drink a couple bottles of wine all to ourselves every night, yeah, we can get a toxic liver, a lot of inflammation, we can get foggy brain. you know, your body, your pH balance will be off, your energy can be off, you don't sleep as well, right? So that's not necessarily imbalance. That's, hey, that's having fun, but it's not necessarily with imbalance. So finding the balance in all that you do, and balance between work and play, and balance between alone time and family time, and balance with exercising and moving the body, and getting self-care. Hey, STM. So that the pink energy on there is that self-love. So really connecting in with self, connecting in with what feels right for you. And it's like fueling your inner child, giving yourself love. That inner child, but also that adult self. You know, you, despite responsibilities, let's say, you deserve you time and you need your you time. You also need your balance, let's say, within social, family, exercise, eating well, sleep. You need balance within all those areas. So 2023, work at bringing in that balance and maybe getting assistance too. You can get assistance to help to bring more balance. Maybe it's going to be courses or workshops you take. Maybe you're going to take my yoga, or maybe you'll go for a healing session with somebody. Maybe you'll go for one of my healing sessions. I do channeled messages and channel healing with individuals and with couples, and or even groups. So I also do workshops for corporate groups too. Not as spiritual. we we keep it more. Don't really talk about past lives or anything like that. Okay, so those are the core messages and the healing energy that has come along with it. I'm wishing you so much joy, love, abundance, peace, gratitude, and harmony in your life. You so deserve that harmony, that balance, that abundance. And when I say deserve, it's not like, so you owe it to me, you bring that down. No, as a reminder, it's you creating your own reality. And trust in your journey, and maybe get assistance if you feel like you need assistance, you need guidance, or be open to the assistance or guidance that comes to you. Be open to the signs, and then you might need to take action in order to change your reality. Oh, I didn't see who came in there. It might have still been SGM. Yeah, so I hope 2023 is going to be incredibly abundant, just lovely for you. And enjoy and trust in that journey. Find ways to have more and more balance within your life, and including joy and playfulness. And I'm wishing you to be showered with love, health, and abundance, and find ways to enjoy your journey. From my light to your beautiful, amazing light. Namaste. And happy 2023. Bye.